Yeah. Listen, man. We vibe. We vibe. Y'all know what time it is. It's the guy Rich Uncle Mike. We coming in the building. We are doing this thing non-stop. So y'all got to make sure, man, when you come home,
Estás escuchando a Rich Uncle
you
Mike.
make sure you hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and hit that like. I need a new mic right now. Y'all see the boy working. Some of y'all who've been with me from the beginning, y'all see the progress. You see the growth. You see the energy. And mind y'all, if I don't have energy, when y'all see me on here and I feel kind of dull, that means it's past midnight and I'm trying to make a video so I can be consistent with what I got going on. So I might not have the energy 1 o'clock in the morning. Mind y'all, I'm out here working too with y'all. And I ain't talking about just one, not two, but three. You get what I'm saying? And I'm working my butt off, but I still have time to come on here and kick it with y'all. So if you please hit that subscribe, that'll make me feel a lot much better and make me feel meaningful putting out this information. So right now, y'all, we got a postal worker, well, thousands, not a postal workers stealing a lot of things from the post office. I can't say what because I didn't see the story yet, but y'all know what's going on out here. From the last story I put out about the postal worker, this woman stole thousands of checks. She had the money phone, and I'm talking about hundreds. Now, I ain't seen no ones in her situation. She had hundreds on her. So let's see about this story. Let's see what's going on about these postal workers. But a lot of people crashing out right now. People are struggling. And it's hard for me to blame, but listen, I understand, but we all got to go hard some type of way. Let's get into it, y'all.
It is an unsettling thought. The internal watchdog at the United States Postal Service found a growing number of mail thieves are postal employees. In a withering report, the Office of the Inspector General says criminals are infiltrating the federal workforce. Alexis, NBC7 Investigates has been covering mail thefts for months, and victims told you that they suspected their stolen mail could have been an inside job. But now the feds are acknowledging what's going on here and just how widespread all of this is.
Yeah, Monica, this is a nationwide problem. So over the last 4 years, the Postal Service has closed nearly 6,000 internal mail theft cases. Again, those are just the closed cases. And when you break that down year by year, you can see the problem is getting worse. This is a 47% increase in just 4 years. And again, this is internal mail theft, and these are just the cases that have been closed.
Wow. Oh, wow. I mean, look at this. We're talking about a huge jump in everything here. And so I understand the Inspector General found a lot of this theft is actually going on inside processing plants.
Yeah. So
explain that to us.
This was posted 7 days ago. I don't know why they don't have 2024 on there, but maybe they don't have the data statistics. We don't know. But this was posted 7 days ago, but they got the cases ending at 2023. If I could, I would look up the rest, but I'll let y'all know if I do.
Investigators found that these postal employees are bringing in their personal belongings like backpacks and coats onto the workroom floor. And of course, they're targeting mail that they think is going to contain credit cards, valuable items, personal information, checks, and even drugs.
And you take a look at this, these photos look so brazen, but frankly, this doesn't look very sophisticated. So exactly how are workers getting away with this?
So a couple of things. The audit found that there's a shortage of supervisors at these processing plants. And then the supervisors that they do have aren't even trained to spot theft. Another thing going on, and this might be a bigger issue, there's more than 18,000 surveillance cameras throughout postal facilities across the country. The Postal Service does not know how many of them even work.
Wow. Okay, that is certainly eye-opening. I know that you interviewed.
That is big. Supervisor shortage. The people who they hired are not trained to spot theft. They're trained to be managers. They're not trained to be security. So I understand that. That's not even a thing that they should be trained for. But keep an eye open. Yes. Not trained for. Yes. We're gonna scratch that off because but 18,619 surveillance cameras. Who gonna watch all those cameras when they got a shortage of people, and then some not even working? Yeah, it's gonna keep happening. I can tell y'all that right now.
The head of the National Union for Postal Police Officers, what does he have to say about all of this?
Yeah, it's upsetting, but the Postal Service, he says, has become an easy target.
As bad as you think it is,
It's much worse.
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 Frank Albergo believes most postal workers caught stealing mail are what the Postal Service calls pre-career employees. Back in 2010, the Postal Service created a two-tier workforce to cut costs. So the USPS began hiring temporary workers. These workers make less, don't get the same benefits, and don't work regular schedules. They now make up about a fifth of the workforce. Audits consistently report unacceptable turnover rates. One last year found less than half of all pre-career employees are still on the job just 360 days after they're hired.
They're literally getting the job so they can steal mail and quit. It's amazing.
And postal workers don't always act alone. In a report to Congress this year, the OIG said postal employees have become prime targets for drug trafficking organizations.
You have criminal organizations, right, gangs, that are actually recruiting people to get a job in the Postal Service so they can rob mail and drain bank accounts. That's literally what's happening.
Why do you think they're not being more public about this problem?
I think they're trying to protect their brand.
Exactly.
Postal Service management rejected nearly all of the OIG's internal mail theft investigation findings.
The simplest way to solve a problem is to deny it exists. So that's part of it. They just don't want to admit that the mail is unsafe right now.
Management only
That is not a way to say the problem don't exist. Is not a way to solve the problem, y'all. That's what the guy said. To not acknowledge the problem is the fastest way to get over it. No. It's going to get worse over time. It's going to get worse. That's why the numbers went up. But people trying to protect their reputation. And we need a new mic too. So y'all hit that subscribe. Let's keep it going.
fully agreed with one recommendation: to identify all broken surveillance cameras and come up with a plan to fix them. The Postal Service also partially agreed to create a national policy for personal belongings on the workroom floor.
Sometimes criminals attempt to involve employees in illegal activity.
And train supervisors and workers on how to spot internal theft.
They say all the right things, but are they really doing the right things? No, they're not.
The Postal Service shot down the report's fourth recommendation completely, saying it's just not feasible for them to continuously monitor or upkeep surveillance camera failures.
It's sad to see what has happened. You give your life to the Postal Service, and then you just see it under attack, and you see that the Postal Service really isn't doing much to stop it.
Wow. So what more does Frank Albergo think that the Post Service should be doing to stop this?
Hire more postal police officers to start. He says they used to screen employees on the mailroom floor, but now there's so few officers, they don't have the manpower for that. For some context, there used to be 2,700 postal police officers across the country. Today, there's like 350.
Wow, this is a fraction.
Yeah. In addition to that, Albergo says the Postal Service needs to get rid of that two-tier worker system, just eliminate those temp jobs. The Postal Workers Union tried negotiating that during this year's contract, but they didn't succeed in that effort. And the last thing is, in the meantime, he says they should just be more open with the public about this problem. And with that, a stronger message to deter thieves.
Okay, the transparency maybe is key. All right, thank you, Alexis. We know that you'll stay on top of it. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Alexis. We appreciate you for coming through and showing us what's going on in the Postal Service. I know a lot of y'all got family members and everybody else who's working at the postal office. Yeah, that is true. Some of them may be stealing, some of them may be, getting drafted right now. But listen, have you gotten all your mail? Do you know if you gotten everything? Mind you, they say some of the postal workers bring stuff on the floor just to hide the mail in. Like, it's not sophisticated. It's not. They just trying to find a way to get the mail just so they can do what that girl did and cash them checks. And mind you, they temporary workers, most of them. So they really don't care if they lose a job that they're not getting benefits from. I don't get no health care. I don't get no 403B, 401k. I'm just a temp. I don't even get full-time hours. But you let me round all these people checks. It went up every year. They got less security guards, watching securities officers. I think that's what they called them, that are watching the people. And I'm sure the managers got too much to handle because they don't have them at every location. And I know they got a lot more to watch over than just people stealing mail. If you got to watch everybody to see if that's a full-time job. A manager can't do that and manage the people at the same time to make sure everybody's doing it right, their job correctly. Listen, man, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep going up. It's going to be a problem that's hard to solve. But I'm glad they're talking about it. That way we know what's going on in this world. So if y'all missing some mail, just understand it might be one of them temporary workers out there. But everybody out here don't got it. And when I say don't got it, I mean they struggling. Which make them make decisions that they normally wouldn't make. Or maybe they would. They did it, right? But listen, y'all go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell because we're going to keep coming with this news. I want y'all to understand.
Escuchando a Rich Uncle Mike.
I want y'all to understand. People are hungry. People are starving. People are struggling. And they're supposed to be the land of the free. Y'all go ahead and play that lottery. I heard it's at 1 billion. I may put some tips on about that. Not me, but somebody else talking about the tips. Because y'all might not listen to Rich Uncle Mike. But y'all listen to a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? About the lottery. So I'm going to find something so I can share with the people. So if you ever do win a lottery big, you don't just blow that money like a lot of other people did. Until next time. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Be honest with y'all self. Until next time.